could go in the order. It was the first one was a close with an ex that he was like. Welcome back to another episode of the Uncensored Podcast. I'm Tay. This is Chad, and
let's dive into our first topic.
Quite frankly, can men and women be genuine friends? Chad, can a man and a woman be genuine friends without any romance or intimacy or anything like that?
Not even any thought.
Like, no. You obviously they got thoughts, but can you guys be just friends? Can you hold back those thoughts of the lust and stuff like that? Can you guys just be platonic?
It's possible. It's actually possible.
The thing is, right, in this generation that we ain't know, now I can ask it based off of this generation. You think in this generation, a man and a woman, boy and girl, whatever you want, think it could be friends? Platonic friends? Like the friends of benefits, just that you dog, like you know they got some girls and fellas as friends, right? I mean, people ask the fella, man, will you date Shani? Man, be like, nah, that'd be gay. And then if someone asks her, like, you would date, he should be like, nah, that'd be gay, because he told him it's just he one of that's homies like that.
Exactly.
Like,
the thing is, right, it exists, you know, but it ain't popular on social media. So what we see on social media is like bare couple, best friends with benefits, sneaky, like that what the culture is now, like.
Culture basically influenced by social media, but there are actually a few rare friendships between man and woman that are actually like nothing but friends. Like you can still go out together as friends, you can still have fun as friends in terms of at least like go out like let me say a concert. Like if y'all y'all ain't like doing like, alright, let me do a dinner at this fancy restaurant, kind of this scenery. Y'all going to like public places like beach, concerts,
it's possible.
Little shows and different things like that. Like when y'all go, y'all always go in a social environment, ain't private. Because if you like got your girl now, or the girls got the fellas or whatever, you would more want to go someplace like a little private, not too social, but private, like a getaway, like even a walk on the boardwalk you could do with a friend. Yeah, you could even do a walk on the boardwalk with a friend, and that's the thing, you know. As long as you guys put boundaries in place, you actually could maintain that friendship. And sometimes, I ain't saying that feelings don't evolve, because when you with this friend all the time. It is inevitable that you can catch feelings, but you could control the feelings, or you could just channel them into let me see, something else other than man, I feeling you, let me get together type of thing, because that's the thing, you know, that's how it's really friend. That's how sometimes that's how the friendship is actually.
It's either got run or it maintains about purpose.
Like it would be like, man, we could give it a try. Even if we don't, we can still be friends and stuff like that. I personally lost a best friend like that. Like it was like, oh man, we could give it a try. And even if we done, like, we would still be best friends, and we done that, like.
I got some strong opinions on this, but honestly, it's best to be direct with people. I feel like talking to a girl as a client, they can be uptime, straight, and like, you talking business. I ain't gonna talk about my feelings, or I ain't gonna flirt. You gotta come back. I still want a girl, I'll be direct and let you know it is from the beginning. Cause it makes no sense, we're saying each other's thing, but if we're saying yours, and that person thing too. But in my case now, girls I friends with me for a long time, so it would be weird. I would be weirded out, or like me bring a bar for me, even after look good. For me to look at them, that's alright. I can't, because you just know them as a friend, and like one of the guys with a bond, right? Too long, so
right,
that way it becomes platonic. But if it's a person that you know me, obviously, it ain't make the same thing. Yeah, if you're attracted to the person, some sort, even if it ain't like real deep feelings, you gonna got the physical feelings, the physical attraction. Cause it got different forms of love. It got physical, mental, spiritual, basically. So.
Yeah, and as you said, I got female friends that was practically with from day one.
Yeah,
you just can't look at them like, man, that could be my girl, but it's like you could only look at them as you dog. Be like,
yeah.
I got a few female friends there that, to be honest, can't really.
I could say got one.
It's a few, right? But it's a few, but one, two, we could call them one, two, right? That no matter what, it can't look at them as nothing more than just a friend. But that's easy for me. And you to say so with these girls, but the thing is, we don't know what they're thinking either. We don't know. That's the thing. You just don't know what the other person thinking. Like, you might be thinking that, or that this can just be platonic and stuff like that, but whole time that person can actually be waiting on you to make a move.
Yeah.
And then when you don't make a move, no, they start to move a little iffy towards it.
Yeah, that's still bad.
And this is where the thing that most people is lack no, cause this what they about to call essential for not only relationship but friendships, bonds, things like that, communication.
Exactly.
Communication.
Clear communication.
Clear communication. Like, just let the person know, like, what is upfront.
I don't know if women different, but in my case, from my experience, right, a girl be like watching you life and watching you grow for years. So you might be here thinking, "That my dog, she look at me, we just friends, right?" You even want you can't even get turned on, but she might be watching you grow and think, and she can actually start cut out whole girl. Some girls like that, them be like, I know you so long, and them is like you even more. Cause like, oh, he growing in this person. That's.
But I can actually admire that. Like, they're admiring the man that they're becoming, but at the same time, you still gotta communicate and just let me know your intentions up front, because even if you tell me that your intentions, it means that you want to get together in the future. Even if my intentions really and truly is that I just want this friendship, and I can see this friendship being one of the best friendships that I ever had or could have in the future, that's exactly what you can see it as. I'm not getting lead you on just because you tell me you got feelings, because that's what most people is do.
You shouldn't even do that with them, because if they met out mistake, no, they will catch feelings.
Because here too, right, we both the same way. We calling out a lot of people, but I mean it intentionally. Yeah. Most people really and truly only in relationships these days. Well, if not most, I would say a few. If it is, it's a few. But some people just in relationships these days because like other person express the feelings. I really and truly they really don't want to hurt that person. So what they're doing though is they're trying to develop feelings, within the relationship. Like, you get in the relationship and you decide that, alright, I can try to develop these feelings for this person in the relationship. And that's why a lot of mental blockages come into play, because you can't communicate with the person because you don't have the feelings before you get in the relationship. You're trying to find the vibe, you're trying to catch the vibe. Yeah, it's just in there. You can't grow the vibe if it wasn't there in the relationship. But you have got to catch the vibe before you get in the relationship. And then what you could do is you could just let the vibe grow. But in order for the vibe to grow, the vibe has to be there. But if the vibe ain't there, you can't get into the relationship.
First, I don't know how to play the hard over. For me, I find the best relationships I had sparks of flame like from day one.
That's what I mean. Like, you know, it's like me personally, right? Me and someone had this conversation. If they believe in reincarnation, it's like if your soul and that person's soul was together in a past life, and like it's like I just wonder, right, if it is that impossible, because like look how you just automatically click with something. Look how you automatically just click. It's like it's feel like you already know the person, you know.
Yeah.
Like the second y'all meet, like say y'all meet the second time, it's feel like you don't know them years, but really that's just the second time y'all meeting, and it's like I feel like we two souls was together in a past life, and when the embodiments of those souls it's like they're just reincarnating into us, and then the thing is always look at it is that maybe they come together now and they realize that like this vibe that I getting feel familiar, but they can't really pinpoint what it is. It's just live, it's feel like home. So that's why they just live on it. They just live with it, and with they live with it with like no memory of like how probably the past life was in a sense. But what you're saying could just be a controversy too. But this is something that I just sit down and study, cause I don't know if anybody else probably sit down and study like reincarnation. Some people be like, oh, when if the deity of soul might come back as an animal or something like that. But for me, I just see it as a soul coming back. Well, it's basically a soul coming back in a different embodiment.
Yeah, I get it. I think, cause I don't think souls is like, I don't know. But I assume and I feel like today like, as souls don't like
I don't know, that's the thing, that's a big controversy there. But yeah, so what you're saying is that sometimes you really connect with some person, but like that connection, the thing is you gotta be real observant, and you gotta be comprehensive as well, because you can make a connection with a person like that, but that connection could just be the source to the friendship that is supposed to happen. Because the funny thing is, in this life, everything you do is supposed to happen. That we had this conversation. The other day. It's like everything you do is supposed to happen. This conversation that happened, you know, supposed to happen. The next breath that's supposed to happen. You could take a different road home, and something happened for that road that was supposed to happen.
Well, I could drop on an opinion in the comment.
But like, no matter what you do, if that source is a source for a good friendship, that friendship is supposed to happen. No matter what you do, no matter what you try to do to prevent it, it's supposed to happen. So even if it failed, that failure was supposed to happen.
Even other people that see it, because a hot girl that I met first thing before, right? And people would tell me, I thought when I knew each other for 5 years.
That's what I mean. Like, it's crazy. It really is. And that's no, like, for me, no, that's no slowly transitioning into the topic, no, of if you and an ex that you were really in love with could still be friends.
Oh,
with old feelings getting involved again. With y'all, like, you know, memory lane too much. Because it's one thing to be like, oh, you remember when we went to this place? Yeah, boy, you remember? I didn't remember when he did it. That's different. Now, like, man, you remember who he was and you remember who he was after they did? Like, you know, and yeah, that's a certain thing, though, that is not meant for a friendship. Like, at least say, y'all could, like, it would be difficult, don't get me wrong. Being friends with an ex that you was really in love with is quite difficult, because you in constant denial. And I mean, I feel every time too. Like, I wasn't friends with an ex in, quite frankly, 2 years. The last time I was friends with an ex was in 2020. It really and truly didn't work out, because well, I ain't get no Elaine, that's the way it didn't work out. But truth to be told, it really just wasn't. It really wasn't to be.
I personally believe you shouldn't know about their ex. Like, I think trying to be friends with benefits of your ex. That was a quick road just back these same shit. Don't try it. And I don't suggest you to do it if you're trying to rekindle, unless like one of us apart for like 2 years and not growing mentally and thing.
Yeah.
Or if it's a case that you really shouldn't do it. You shouldn't.
Because it's like you feeling as though you're taking 2 steps further in and should you taking 2 steps back. That's all it's being.
Yeah, the same story.
You're trying to move on. You're trying to move on with the thing that caused you to stop in the first place, or caused you to not like want ever do something like this again.
Basically, like rewinding.
Yeah, you just letting the same flame burn you twice. You just letting the same flame burn you twice. Basically, you just letting the same flame burn you twice. Because really and truly, you can the thing that cause you pain bring you peace? Can the thing that cause you pain bring you peace?
my point that I made, the only way I think like, we can't even ask her where is that like one of the part for a good amount of time that when they heal on
Exactly. But some of the like the ones that won't be friends, they don't give one another time to heal. They just if the breakup choose Wednesday night or something, so they may want to inbox like trying to either get back together or trying to get friendship, and that just leads sometimes that leads to toxic intimacy because it's just after a while it's just be sex.
It literally go from we were supposed to them to best friends or just friends.
And it's just being a booty call. It's just end up being a booty call? It just end up
not like the dangerous thing too is not only sex, you know, is that you love so strong. You kind of got no control, but if you're on this person in the same space, something gonna end up happening.
Yep.
Or is either feeling gonna kick back up like this? Yeah. It'll be like, where this come from?
Yeah, so it's really good. You think about being friends with an ex that like you is really in love with. Control is gonna be your main tool that you can need for it. Yeah, control can be a best friend. So I ain't saying that it can't be, but if you know that you can't be, it wouldn't have ways to force yourself to try to be, because you can just at least you can be thinking you're taking 2 steps forward and truly you're taking 2 steps back. So for me personally, I probably won't go down that. Me personally, anyway, can't do it, so I won't go down that lane of being friends with an ex.
I'm not even sit twice.
Exactly.
Because I still was wrote for me too. The amount of comfort and how well they know the person. Been so scared of going in to see all the sharks and to say blah blah fishing you see, but the amount of ignorance you gotta go through to get back a nice, stable, healthy relationship. It got love is pain. That's literally what it is. You gotta go through pain until you get what you deserve or what you really want, or like what fulfills you.
In order to know true peace, you gotta know pain. In order to know how to be really happy, you gotta first come to understanding your sadness. It's quite frankly, like, it's the concept of wherever there is light, there's shadow. Basically, so it's always whatever it is, it's always the opposite.
When you got a really, really good relationship and you and that person ain't actually you part ways and had to go to different schools, the person had to go overseas. Or if when like something you might not even aim badly, but then when you try and go and talk to other people now, it takes so long.
Yeah.
It's such a long process until you get back something that worth your time. So I find that way people just go back. That way I used to do it too.
Fair enough. I was never one to really go back, so I can't really fully speak on that one. I think whenever it was done, it just used to be done. The only time we really ever went back was when they won in 2020, when I said that we were trained to be friends, but really and truly it didn't. But now that we quite frankly finished on those two, I got this other question. Someone asked me this, like, how we does balance like life, like coming up as social media influencers. That's the category we're going on. Social media influencers and young entrepreneurs in terms of running the conglomerate, OV Media, OVA Studios, Essential Beverages, and Essential Beverages soon here. And the podcast, like how we running the entire conglomerate and still balancing personal life in terms of school and like with friends and different things like that. For me personally, it's not easy. If I sit down here and tell you, man, it's easy once you put your mind to anything, it will be lame. It really and truly is not easy. When you put your mind to it, you go actually make some sacrifices. So for me, it is sacrifice outings, being out with my friends, or like little hangouts or anything like that. Like really and truly, the only friends that does really see me are the friends that live within the neighborhood. That whenever we done work, we will come outside with them and breeze out. But in terms of the other friends, no, for the other friend groups, they don't really see me like that. But the thing is, when you on the upcoming, is like, this is when you know be really and truly investing all your time, all your energy into the work that you're doing, and it can pay off in the future. But this is the time where you're making the more sacrifices and stuff like that, and sometimes can be mentally draining because we balancing school and we practically at school where we're doing trades. You're doing masonry and they're doing carpentry and joinery. So like balancing the assignments and like the practicals and stuff like that, especially practicals when you come home, you're tired, but then you remember, oh shit, I gotta do this feasibility for this agency, or I gotta do some outreaching, or I gotta get to a meeting or stuff like that. So it's like Monday to Friday school, but Monday to Friday evening time agency, podcasts, even early mornings, and then the weekends. No, when we in at school, the weekends we is basically used to fully, just sit down and put all the work into the agency. So really and truly, the sacrifice that is made in the upcoming is the freedom. And we're 18, so wait, this is the stages where people be like, man, go have fun, party, whatever the case may be, but we focusing on building the empire. So the sacrifices we making are practically the freedom that coming with the outings and stuff like that, but it can all pay off in the end. So as much as it's mentally draining, for me, just the little freedom we would get to be outside with it all is actually bring peace to me, and that's just rejuvenate my energy now to go again tomorrow. So it has its pros and it has its cons. So the cons are you sacrificing the freedom that you will got in these few stages, but the pros are is that you know that like it can pay off in the end, and when you like us and you got passion for it, as I say, it can be hard, but once you got the passion for it, it actually does become easy after a while. Like, if we really sit down here and tell you all like every single thing that we be doing, people will be like, how one is getting all done.
A lot of people tell you
like how you all is getting done. So really and truly, it does be hard sometimes, but once you got the right people around you, once you got the right energies around you, supporting you, and just constantly telling you to be the best version of yourself or stuff like that, uplifting you, yeah, it's really easy. So for me personally, it get hard sometimes, but I got the right support systems, people that are always pushing me to do better, and honestly, it has been easier than it should be.
Yeah,
it has been easier than it should be.
Start it easy enough.
Yeah.
But to me, that person is like a lifestyle. To be honest, cause when you really serious about your future or making money or getting a better life, like you need to actually change habits, change certain friend groups. You can't even hire only same people, cause that thing got habits like just going out partying, like not doing nothing productive. You kind of gotta sacrifice a lot of things, but if you love doing it, like if it's something you love doing, you'll wake up every day with burning passion, and you actually feel like doing it. You ain't gonna mind sacrificing an outing or going to a party to come and shoot a podcast or exercising in the morning, outreaching. So for me, I would like suggest this advice for anybody that's serious about anything. You could even be working for somebody or got a taxing job, but use the early quiet mornings to like get all your thoughts together, make sure you got your daily routine, and just get that time to yourself, that peace, so you can really think two things basically. So once you do that, you should be good, to be honest. And I actually enjoy doing this, so I can't even call it a sacrifice all the time because I actually love doing it. So yeah, that was my take, to be honest.
It's truthfully lose a lot of friendships in this upcoming too, because people that really and truly don't understand like your drive or your passion to doing everything, those are the ones that can't really take no for an answer in terms of like going home and stuff. So it's for yourself losing a lot of friends, but it's also for yourself realizing who's really like the real ones that stick to you and stuff like that. And sometimes the real ones is even the ones that want to chip in on a project and help you out with it and stuff like that. So it comes with a lot of lessons, a lot of blessings, a lot of lessons. And for me, the blessing that I took out of it was not knowing what is it really want to do in life, not understanding my purpose, and just striving to constantly be better, and be better not only for myself but for the ones that are closest to me especially. So as I said, I ain't perfect. We made some mistakes along the way, but it's the mistakes that has really helped build you. I practically could say that I built from every mistake I ever made in terms of the lessons and stuff that I took from them. So once you learn the lessons, you on the path to becoming the best version of you. And what is always encourage people is that the same way how they can give me the best of them is always encourage people to give themselves the best of them. So I would tell you to give the same way you give me the best of you, give you the best of you. Because because really and truly the most person in this life that you need is yourself. So to everybody out there that giving people the best of them, try to give you the best of you as well. Trust me, it just pay off in the end. And when you basically one with yourself in terms of mentally control, when you got emotional control, when you're more comprehensive, right? When you're well grounded and you're more comprehensive to who you are as a person, it really move you how far you come from where it was, because everybody ain't start out how they are now. Some people went through some struggles first, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in order for them to get to the calm, cool, and collective way that they are right now. So honestly speaking, just give you the best of you, and give you the best of you may come off as selfish to others, but sometimes it really is gotta do the best for you. It's gotta put yourself first sometimes. So truthfully speaking, try and do what's best for you, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with putting yourself first. And trust me, again, pay off in the end, like the mental peace that it is possessed when you reach a certain level of calmness and the maturity that has come with it, the understandings that the things that you used to fly off the hand of it. Like when it happened, you just be like, it is what it is. Really truly in my control, so I can just let go, leave it, let it just fade off. Trust me, that's such a mental, like, it's be peaceful. It's actually be peaceful. It's be calming when you understand what's in your control and what's not in your control. So
it's like living life as an observer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are actually some topics that we had as conversations, just regular conversations, but I think we decided to just bring them. We decided to bring them to you guys. So y'all can leave your opinions in the comment section, and to those who individually got maybe WhatsApp, so y'all could text us on there, or y'all could even text us on the Uncensored IG page, right? Y'all could text us there as well. So this is actually a pretty good episode for Angle, and it was calming. And people probably forget that really and truly me and two people for the podcast, because we had guests for the last 2 episodes, but I think we will probably do a few more joy episodes. So honestly speaking, thanks for tuning in as usual. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll be back with episode 5 probably pretty soon.
So expect more those.
Expect some skits and stuff coming too. We actually getting ready to branch off from, well, we can still do the podcast, but we actually looking to branch off now into doing vlogs. Like the podcast is really just be these sit down like things, but in terms of like going places and stuff like that, like we actually can soon start doing those. And then also too, with the work with the agency, in terms of visiting different heritage sites and stuff, we'll be doing vlogs on those and a podcast as well. And the podcast will basically have overlays of the vlogs and things like that. So stay tuned. We actually got a lot of big stuff coming. So trust me,
I love it.
trust
I
me,
love it.
trust me, y'all can love it. Who's he?
Are we out, man? That was a good episode.